And bam! Look who this is.
Hello.
So, what's the good news? This has been a good day?
It is. It's actually been a very good day. This is either the third or fourth year that we participated, and by far this year has been the biggest turnout, I would say.
Okay, tell us your name and your business.
Sure. My name is Joshua Rappaport, and I'm the General Director of Cross-Border Investment, CBI. We do mortgages and closing coordination for Mexican properties.
Okay, and how long has it been?
It's been in November. We had our 8th year anniversary, so we've been around for a while, and I've been doing mortgages in Mexico for 13 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the questions you get at a fair like this? What are some of the things that people are interested in knowing? What is the thing that people just routinely come to you? If you could, 17 questions in a row. I'm trying to find the best possible question.
What's the most common question?
Yes.
Then I should be a reporter. Nah, just kidding. No, probably the most common question is people don't understand or they still don't even know, although I've been doing this for 13 years and other companies do this, that mortgages are available in Mexico. So the first question is, are mortgages really available in Mexico? And it's like, yeah, I've been doing this for 13 years and I wouldn't be able to eat if I wasn't doing this. And then the other questions are just questions always about loan conditions. How much money do I need? What's your interest rate? How long does it take to close? What's the amortization period? Where does the source of financing come from? Those kinds of questions.
Right.
I mean, those are all questions we're used to answering on a daily basis.
Right. So is this one of those events where do you have a hunch that a lot of people sort of show up to this knowing that they're going to make connections, that they're going to actually go? Like, I guess when people come to you, they already have, like they do back home, they already have the place and they're already looking for?
Sort of. A lot of our clients are just, trying to gather information. They're maybe not ready to make the plunge into purchasing a property yet. And they just want to see, okay, if I purchase a property, what will it look like? Do you know what I mean? What will the financing side look like? And then there's some clients who are convinced that they want to purchase a property. They've maybe even seen 2 or 3 properties that are candidates for their purchase. And then they contact us and they ask us, how do we make this happen?
Right.
And so we work with either client, either types of clients. We understand that it's a major decision and that often clients need to plan. They need to get the information, soak it in, compare, and then they're ready to move forward in a couple months from now. And the majority of our clients, though, they do things a little differently than we're used to in the States and Canada, in the sense that they're in a sales contract to purchase, and they call us to give them the money. Okay, in the States and Canada, you'd usually have to have your loan approval first, and then go into a sales contract. Okay, so obviously, in that case, we have to hurry up. Do you know what I mean? Because there's already contract dates that we have to be obliged to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the business of mortgages in Mexico, and in particular this city, has it been steady? Is it growing?
It's been over about 2 years ago. Because I've been doing this for so long, there's been years where the mortgage options in terms of qualification requirements and loan conditions have been very attractive, not so attractive, medium attractive, etc. And we went through a period where it was hard to qualify for a mortgage as a foreigner. Okay, and then during that time, I was working with those types of loan products, but at the same time, I was developing new products via Mexican banks to accept foreigners.
Right.
Okay, and then so about 2 years, no, more like 3 years ago at this point, we finally, developed those first few products, and it became a really easy process for foreigners. So now it's standard. You use your tax returns, your bank statements, your pay stubs to qualify, your credit report, and you have your down payment, and then you move forward. So it's gotten a lot easier in the last 2 to 3 years, and because it's gotten easier, our business has obviously increased.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you helped build that structure?
Which structure?
That everything you said, within the past.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Fortunately, we have. This is my life. This is what I do for a living. Do you know what I mean? So I take it very seriously. So about 3 years, years ago, before the financial crisis of 2008, there were foreign banks. So there was banks in the United States who teamed up with Mexican banks to lend money.
Okay.
The financial crisis happened, and then those banks went away.
Right.
And then so what I did was, at that point, is I just started adapting Mexican banks to accept foreigners. Some banks were very willing, some banks were not so willing. And then over about the last 3 years, certain banks became very willing. So the loan products that CBI, my company, offers are only available through us, and the bank itself cannot even accept a client. The client has has to come through us.
Gotcha.
And it's simply because the way that the transactions are set up for foreigners is extremely complicated. Okay, it's a foreigner. That means there's a trust involved. We can talk about a trust on another conversation.
Okay.
There's going to be escrow involved. There's going to be an exchange rate difference involved. And so for a Mexican bank or even a foreign bank, all those things are very complicated. So we take over the entire transaction. We get a client approved. We get them submitted to a bank. We get them approved from the bank. And then we actually do the closing on the property. We have in-house attorneys, and the in-house attorneys do the entire transaction.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So the bank is just like a step in the process because
The bank basically has the money. They're
Yeah.
the ones who write the check at the closing, but we deal with the bank on the back end, but the client really never deals with the bank at all.
Right.
The client doesn't really have to deal with the bank or the notary or the trust bank or the escrow company. They really just deal with us, and we coordinate everything.
Dang. What an education. I'm glad we just breezed by here. Thank you, though. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
See you again soon.